me begin by congratulating all our graduates most heartily for this most important achievement. It is truly a joyous occasion for the university, the community, and the nation as a whole. This achievement also came about as a result of a huge commitment and sacrifice from our parents. We thank all parents for their will and fortitude against many odds. Vice Chancellor, esteemed guests, I'm truly privileged to share some words of advice with our new graduates. First and foremost, I would like to remind the graduates that we all have a collective responsibility and a duty as a nation to advance the ideals of the democratic society that we have been building since 1994, including service to this very university as alumni. This duty we discharge through our constructive engagement with our national agenda, usually condensed in the form of programs outlined from time to time by our leaders to improve the lives of the people of this country. Paramount and of immediate significance in this national agenda, as we know, is the National Development Plan, the NDP, launched by His Excellency President Jacob Zuma in November 2011. The NDP describes the type of society that South Africa should be by the year 2030. The plan covers a range of sectors, from education to the economy, climate change to infrastructure development, human settlements to nation building, health to the rural economy. It is a comprehensive plan that is centered on eliminating poverty and reducing inequality and unemployment. The fields of humanities and social sciences have a critical role to play in realizing our country's Vision 2030. Our new graduates will be available to help take forward the work that the country is doing to promote inclusive growth and development. We urge you to bring new ideas into the working environment. Those going into the public service should come with new ideas of how to serve our people diligently and with care and efficiency. They should bring new ideas of how to improve and hasten the pace of delivering services. This means that they should be the beginning of a new cadre of public servants who care about citizens, especially the poor and the marginalized. Those in communications should know that their primary responsibility is to impart information to the public in platforms and languages that they will understand. Information that people can use to improve their lives. I'm happy that among the graduates, there are many who will be graduating in social work. The government aims to build a caring society where vulnerable people and families are provided with assistance, for example, orphans and other vulnerable children. Ours is a society where social ills affect many families who are in need of support. The scourge of drug and substance abuse affects many families. Sadly, our society is still faced with challenges such as domestic violence, child and older persons abuse, and child-headed households, which all require social workers to be on hand to provide support. Our country faces a serious shortage of social workers. In order to address this shortage of social service professionals, the Department of Social Development continues to award more bursaries to South African youth from disadvantaged backgrounds. especially those from rural areas. A total of 9,787 social work graduates were produced since the inception of the program in 2007. More than 7,211 have since been permanently appointed in government as social workers. The department is now negotiating with National Treasury and the Department of Higher Education and Training to develop a plan to ensure that all social work scholarship graduates who are not yet absorbed into employment are placed. Vice Chancellor, esteemed congregants, those going into the private sector should be ready as well to work hard and contribute to much needed economic growth and development. For young people who want to go into business, which we in the government encourage, over the next 5 years, small business support will be prioritized. Township and informal sector businesses in particular will be supported, thus using the SMME development program to boost broad-based Black economic empowerment. We urge young people to look for opportunities and to ensure that they benefit from the focus on youth development support. We are happy as well that there are graduates in the languages, given that the government has begun the implementation of the Use of Official Languages Act. The introduction of the Use of Official Languages Act will set the stage for the establishment of translation units in government departments, thus enabling each government department to communicate directly with citizens in a language they understand. We are looking forward to the promotion of all official languages in government and thus more opportunities for our young people. It suffices to say that every one of the fields of study which the graduates have successfully completed is important, and the entry of new graduates each year is most welcomed. Esteemed guests, we urge our graduates to not only concentrate on urban areas in pursuit of careers, but also look to keep the rural areas in mind. Our graduates should ensure that the rural economy is revived and sustained. This economy includes, amongst others, agriculture and its entire beneficiation chain, the green economy, tourism, which the Northwest Provincial Government has prioritized, and arts and culture. It is particularly pleasing that the graduation ceremonies taking place this week are seeing the awarding of a substantial number of postgraduate degrees. This is critical for our country's quest to advance research and development, which is the bedrock of innovation and economic growth. Vice Chancellor, I would like to urge our graduates today to become change agents in our society. In his 11th thesis on Feuerbach, written in 1845, Karl Marx advises that, I quote, "Philosophers have hitherto only interpreted the world in various ways. The point is to change it," close quote. I urge our graduates to be fired with renewed enthusiasm to practically change our country for the better, as active citizens participating in concrete programs as the NDP enjoins us to do. You have all worked hard and deserve the success you have scored. Parents and the academic community as a whole have invested in the success that we are celebrating today. This graduation ceremony is the success not only of this university, but the nation as a whole. You have made us truly proud. In conclusion, let us go out and assume our intellectual and other responsibilities in ways that would honor the contributions of eminent patriots associated with this province, such as Silas Telesho Mulema, Dr. Mudiri Mulema, Saul Plaiki, Moses Kotane, and J.B. Marks, whose transformative roles and intellectual accomplishments we should always seek to emulate. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you all. I thank you.
Members of the faculty, staff members, thank you very much, and I'm saying this on behalf of all the graduates here today. Now, allow me to extend my congratulations as well now to the graduates and the diplomates who have completed their programs of study and who are graduating here today. This is a major achievement and an occasion for celebration and joy. Behind every graduate, there is a substantial support system of parents, spouses. Sometimes we forget spouses, and they play a very important, and even those boyfriends and girlfriends that supported me during if we don't mention them, they've got a potential to frustrate you until you fail. So we got to thank all the support system that made us to be here today. And we also have to thank the family for that support as well. I must say, thanks are also due to the sponsors who have assisted with this considerable cost involved in studying for a degree. Talking about the cost involved in studying for a degree, I made a very quick calculation, Professor Maselesen. For a four-year degree, on average, the degree will cost you $500,000, 500,000. This is what it will cost you. And out of that 500,000, I think we'll all agree, if you stay in the residence and you get meals from the university, over the 4 years, you will have spent around 200,000. You may not believe it, but make a quick calculation. You'll see that is what you have spent around 4 years, about 200,000. So the 300,000 is the one that comes as subsidy from government, and also that comes in a form of sponsorship. So as you're sitting here with a 4-year degree, almost your value has been added to about 500,000, $500,000 worth. This is quite an amount to add. So therefore, batsadi, house I little spendile madi a kana ka 200,000 mo university gore ngwana ba lef aba a loga gompieno ene re batla go lebogela that part of the business.